I think we always, as Jehovah's Witnesses, especially after coming out of something this dominating, hit ourselves over the head for not seeing things properly. And we don't get an education. We stop at a certain point. I did go to college, but not enough to get a degree. I got little bits and pieces of things and never really finished anything. And so I think we always second guess ourselves, period, as human beings, especially now with everything that's going on. We do have a lot of information now that's totally free through YouTube, which I'm very grateful for. I know they have their difficulties. I mean, just like anything else, YouTube, you get a lot of criticisms because from what I understand, I'm not touched by this right now, but if you don't go along with the political views, I guess, yeah, so they have an agenda. I don't know. I'm new to the world. So I just think it's so interesting how that all this controversy. I, as an ex-Jehovah's Witness, because I enjoy YouTube. I think that's how I learned a lot of different things. So I'm very grateful. I never heard of Dr. Mate. I love Dr. Mate, and he's free, and he gives you so much information. He gives us so much information for free. And you take your notes, I take my notes, and I look up information. So I don't think we're wanting for information, and if we choose it wisely, we're educated. Now, does it give us a degree? Does it give us a better job? No, not necessarily. But we're not stupid. I mean, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who have left, and even the ones that stay behind, I don't think they're stupid. They're just, a lot of us have been born-ins and are not really fully aware of history, period. So, and because we didn't go to college, we didn't get sufficient information about history, human history, and its repetition and how it repeats itself. And I think that has a lot to do with how Jehovah's Witnesses view the world, is because they didn't have any background information about history. We got it in primary school, right, in high school, but not. That's according to what we were given. I mean, we have to do digging about really what happens during, when it's like Thanksgiving. In school, it was all about how the Indians and the Pilgrims got together, but they kind of forget to tell you that the Pilgrims would have killed the Indians if they didn't. And they killed a lot of Indians, but you don't hear that when you're in primary school. The same with Black people. There's a whole human history that was not given to us in school. You have to go back. And unless you even are of color, you kind of don't even get that information. You have to go to a certain school in order for you to get the correct information. So you have to dig through it. And the same with Jehovah's Witnesses. I was going to say too, we're not a bunch of idiots just because we don't go to school. There's a lot of idiots running the country, and they all went to school. What happened? I don't get it. So just because you go to school, it doesn't mean you're smart. It just means you got a piece of paper and you paid a lot of money for it. So if you got that paper, great. And if you paid a lot of money for it, use it wisely. Stop making stupid decisions on behalf of the country. Make better decisions for people. Think about it. But greed and corruption, that has always been. Greed and corruption from the top to the bottom, from political leaders as well as our religious leaders. And I'm speaking for Jehovah's Witnesses. There's greed and corruption. Yeah, it's bad. So, educate yourself. Go and get Crisis of Conscience. Start reading it. Start reading it so you understand your history. I didn't understand it. I didn't realize I was born in the 70s, and a lot of this was happening around that time. I was born then. So I have a big chunk of time that I don't understand. I don't understand feminism. I didn't understand alternative service. I didn't understand all the ins and outs of disfellowshipping from the beginning and how it's changed. So history, big portions of Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, as Jehovah's Witnesses, big portions of history we just don't understand. Our history and how it corresponds with human history. All together. It's hard. It's hard to get that. But don't give up on yourself. Keep reading. Keep looking up information, and you'll pull it. You'll dig for it and find it. So just don't give up. I hope this helps you on your healing journey, friends. Follow your bliss and be good humans.